Friends, life is not a bed of roses. It is mostly thorns. Sometimes because of our own evil thoughts, not properly trained to take the challenges of life. So we invite, because of our stupidity, several kind of problems. We fail, we could not achieve our goal, and then we are left miserable, broke. But never lose your hope. Every lessons you have learned from your failures, defeats and falls will guide you. But one thing will really give you the might and the willpower to fight, and that is your courage. Courage is the ultimate thing. Who battles for victory, venture defeat. Misfortune is something we all have to meet. So take the loss with the grace you take in the gain. When things goes against you, don't whine or cry. You have already failed, but do not flesh as man. Never change his battle by curse or regret. Though you whimper and whine, but the action must be taken, because you have to come out from the woods. It is not the victory after all, but the fight that a brother makes. When driven against the wall, bleeding, brows and pale. It is not the victory after all, but the fight that a brother makes. When driven against the wall, he still stands erect on his feet, bleeding, brows and pale. Is the man who will win fate defied, for he is not afraid to fail. That is called a great man. A man, the fights he makes against all the adversities, misfortune, that really defines what he is. Look at the greats. How much suffering, sorrow, grief and pain has Abraham Lincoln, John F. Kennedy, Martin Luther King, even Alexander, how miserably he died at 32, even Napoleon the Great. Everyone has miserable life. So life is to fight the battle. The test of a man is the fight he makes, the greed that he daily sows, the way he stands erect on his feet and takes life numerous bumps and blows. A coward can smile where there is not to fear. Nothing his progress bars, but it takes a man to stand and cheer when some other fellow stars. It is not the victory after all, but the fight that a brother makes. When driven against the wall, still he stands erect on his feet, taking the numerous bumps and blows, and he fights and never surrender. Never surrender. Be one such man. Be ready to understand that life is not a bed of roses. It is very thorny, but if you are very clever and intelligent, you can plan it well, avoid all the evil thinking, follow only the path of purity, you can be having less problem, more success, more joy, more happiness, being useful, productive, creative, honorable, respectable, philanthropist, and living a life where you can breathe easy. Thank you, viewers.